going to assess the new Lardell little and adult mannequin. This is the new model, which has a type of a hard hair as compared with the old model that I have. Okay, so first of all, I would start from top, the head down to the bottom part of the torso. So let's start with the hair. This one has an additional hair which is not unrealistic but really hard. I mean, you cannot touch a person with this kind of hard hair on top of the head. So that is just for aesthetic effect. Makes it very disadvantageous, especially for trying to handle the mannequin. Since they cut out some part of the rubber from the old mannequin, this one has at least 3 inches of soft rubber in there that you can touch. This one has only about, let me see, at least 2 inches, an inch and a half, and the rest you put your hand in here, which you use. And we find it always slipping down because of the slippery surface of the head. The result is to that. Now, if you would try to open the head, as you can see, there are creases in here and also down underneath here. These are parts that you have to clean. You know, you can use the mannequin as many students as you have, but every time you use it, you want to sterilize it to prevent transfer of germs. And so the thing is, if you have to try to clean the underneath part, this would be a very tough issue to do. Plus the creases, that would breed a lot of bacteria in there. As compared to the old one, it's very plain, as you can see. All you need to do is wrap that with sterilized towel, wet towel, with bleach and soap, and that's it. But compared to this one, that's a lot of work to do. And we find that the head, although it has a very good aesthetic effect, it's not really necessary as compared to this one. Next would be the texture of the face. We found out that the new face has a softer and thinner density as compared with the old model. This has a thicker facial density. The rubber is much more thicker. Maybe it's just because it's new, but I think I can feel that it's really thin. This one is really thin compared to the other one. So I will try to put an ambu bag and a mask in here and see how that would correspond on that issue. Okay, I can get a chest rise, yeah, but I have to press really hard for the mask down, so I have to compensate for the thin density of the face. Compared to the other one, I would be able to easily get a chest rise in there without that much effort. Now let's open the torso. This looks good with a very realistic clothing, which is good. On the other hand, this is another source of contamination. So if you're the instructor, you have another issue to deal with of cleaning this cloth. Okay, let me open first. They almost have the same density on rubber, but the changes would be inside here. Okay. The main issue that I'm concerned about are these. These are additional changes as compared to the old one. Compared to the old model, they don't have a cut of braces in the shoulder part in here. So in this one, if I have to compress it, which is about, we found out that you have to compress this up to 7 centimeters which is not in compliance with the new 2015 guidelines. So you can see those movements right there. And as you can see, this is an adult mannequin, and I can easily press it down to 7 centimeter, which is unrealistically soft. I mean, you cannot find any real person being compressed so easily like that. That is unrealistic. Aside from the fact that it's not compliant, when I try to measure the depth of the clicker, you can try to push it down here so it can be seen. Okay. Okay. And underneath the clicker, that's about 7 centimeter. Okay, as you can see that blue dot right there, that's about almost 7 centimeter, which is above the recommended. See, the new guideline says between 5 to 6 centimeter, but you cannot go more than 6 because eventually you would cause an injury because of that. So that's the new guideline 2015, and this one goes beyond that, except from the fact that it's much more easily to compress, which is unrealistic. This issue right here, I don't think it could. I'm not sure how they would guarantee the durability of that, a plastic having bent so many times compared to the old one. Okay, this one don't have that kind of problem because you know the structure actually bent together with this part right here. The only problem with this is when we measured it, the clicker depth would go down only up to 4 centimeters, which is not recommended, not in compliance with the new 2015 guideline. So that's the main thing. And what else? I think that is so far much of the difference which we have with these two mannequins. I would rather use the old one, change the clicker of this, and adjust it to at least 5 centimeters. That would give you an allowance, not more than 6 centimeters. This one, I don't know. Okay, so that's about it. Those are the main issues with the new Laerdal adult and mannequins. Thank you.